Hi, folks. Welcome to JB Rants. Let's see if anyone filters in here. As that happens, I'm going to attempt to experiment with the screen share option. Let's see if they've fixed it. Not likely. Oh boy. Three watching? Cool. All right, so everyone, welcome to JB Rants. Oh my lord. We have Alice and we have Alec Whittier, aka Blackie Fitzpatrick, the most banned man on the internet, and Alice, one of our earliest supporters from day one. Nice sweater, JB. Got it for Christmas. Thank you. The person who got it for me would appreciate that very much. I'm just trying to keep calm. Because I know, hey, Carol Ledbetter, what's up? How are you? Kills on duty, what's going on? You're not a follower, you're a participant. Kills on duty, you're a participant. I have no followers. I do not want any followers. As the president said, I want no quid pro quo. I want nothing. I just want you guys to enjoy the news that I present through my lens. So we have some relatively new folks here, and I want to stress this from the outset. This is an opinion. It says it in the description, but I'll elaborate on the camera. This is an opinion show, okay? This is an opinion show. That means your opinions are just as valid as my opinions. I go through the effort of putting my face on screen for potentially millions to see on the internet. I happen to be a President Donald J. Trump supporter. I'm about to point out massive, massive problems within the Democrat Party. I was raised Democrat. That's the whole point of this video, is to point out the fucking disaster. By the way, this is not a PG-13 show. I insert colorful words like Democrats are fucking idiots from time to time. So if you don't like hearing language like that, this is not the place you should be hanging out on the internet on a Saturday afternoon. I use a lot of curse words, and I use them on purpose. Carol Ledbetter, I'm at work just getting off lunch. Very nice. J-Dog has joined us. JB, what up, J-Dog? J-Dog is getting ready for work. Just got my scrubs on. I used to wear scrubs at my old ortho lab. Even though I worked in the lab, I would wear the scrubs because I'd go in the clinic. I love scrubs. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays were navy blue, and tea days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, were teal. So we had two colors of scrubs. Tuesdays were tea days, and it was great to watch half of the staff, including myself, fuck up on long weekend Mondays off of work, come in on Tuesday wearing the fucking navy blue because our subconscious brains think it's a Monday. Not a very exciting story, and I just hiccuped at the end of it. Oh yeah, Alice. I was raised. I mean, I'm 35 now, but I was raised left of Elizabeth Warren and left of Bernie Sanders, like full communist. Yeah. I woke up after September 11th, 2001. I've done many, many videos on this. In fact, maybe in like a year, I should do a new one. But if anyone just goes back and watches my old videos, even if I'm drunk and rambling, it's all still like solid information based on the inconsistencies of what happened. For example, number one, 2 planes, 3 buildings, 2 planes, 3 buildings, 2 planes, 3 buildings. Third building fell at free fall speed, total demolition. Everyone exited the building, heard pops in the elevators on all floors trying to escape. So I woke up and then I abandoned all politics and I said, I'm never voting ever, ever, ever again after I voted for Obama in 2008. So I didn't vote in 2012. And then when President Trump came in and said, the political establishment is garbage and bullshit, and the big money banks, and I work for both of them, are all bullshit. I'm running and I'm going to do the Trump agenda, because if this continues, everything I've built within this country is going to dustify, just like those buildings. Essentially, he didn't say that, those are my words, but that's what would have happened. We would have seen an economic collapse of immense proportions. We're talking 70 to 80%, according to SGT report and certain insiders. And in terms of 9/11, we have Susan Lindauer, we have Alex Joe, we have everyone. But most importantly, we have millions and millions. It's not tens of thousands of JBs. It's not tens of thousands. It's millions of JBs with 10 subscribers, with 20 subscribers, with 118 subscribers, under 1,000 subscribers around the world, because they gave us YouTube and the internet because they thought it would be the ultimate. They thought it would translate into the ultimate form of control, which it did. So good on them for that. They did a decent job in terms of the metrics of figuring out the social control benefits that they would gain by giving us access to certain, abilities to basically speak with each other and share information. And they thought that that was going to be a win for them. They thought that they'd be able to hide what really happened with dropping the atomic bomb twice on Japan. They thought they'd be able to hide that by the fact that there's Hello Kitty apps. I know I'm being a little bit cute here, but bear with me. They thought that they would be able to hide I'm not a flat earther. JB is not a flat earther. It's a great question. It's a great debate. I myself am not convinced. But they thought that they'd be able to suppress the flat earthers, with we're sending in glorious things into outer space. I don't know what's going on. I do 9/11 and Sandy Hook. I don't do flat earth, okay? But I respect the flat earthers because they're in there, and I'm just waiting to be proved wrong. And if they told me the earth is shaped like a pear or a pancake, or if it's flat, I'd be like, if you show me the proof, I'm not going to be thoroughly discouraged. I'd be like, cool, you win the 51% case argument. And my life won't change one iota. That I can tell you right now. We haven't even gotten into my show, which is going to be Joe Biden rallies versus President Donald J. Trump rallies. It's so funny that I don't even have to make jokes. I'm just going to play them, and I'll use the space in between to attempt to figure out my screen share option, because it's not exactly working. But that's what this video is about. Is Jojo Biden is the front runner of the Democrat Party? It's Hillary. But they say Jojo Biden, he's coming in third and he's coming in fourth and coming in fifth. And he's insulting his audience, and the president of the United States is fucking selling out stadiums. And he can do it with 24 hours notice. This whole process is hilarious. J-Dog says, left of Liz Warren, that's awful. Torture. I agree. Carol Ledbetter says, talk to you later. Peace, Carol. Alice says, bye, Carol. Dean Machine WFO has joined us. Great show. Everyone, please make sure that you like Charles Brown, my cousin. Charlie says, listen. Dean Machine WFO says, howdy, y'all. Alice says, what up, Dean? Alec Whittier says, up, Dean, Dean, the dancing machine. And Dean follows up with not much. All right, so let's get into the meat of the matter. This is absolutely hilarious. I'm not going to attempt the screen share. It's just going to bore everyone. All right, so here is President Trump in the recently, I guess, turned, quote unquote, turned blue state of New Hampshire, my neighbor to the north. Here's his rally entrance at Southern New Hampshire University, SNHU. Here's the entrance. Okay, so I know all of you guys are crying with inspiration. So that was the entrance in a liberal state for the evil, racist billionaire that's going to kill us all and created the coronavirus in Melania Trump's tampon. Basically, that's what the media is and has become. So here's Joe Biden's latest rally. Here's the front runner of the Democrat Party.
So you're arguably the candidate with the greatest advantage in this race. You've been the vice president. You weren't burdened down by...
Notice how there are so few people. You can actually see the wall of the failed, like, paper mache put up bullshit, and there's like 11 people. And this is the former vice president of the United States in a blue state. And I just showed you a clip on either the same night. It could have been the day after. It could have been the day before. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's wait for the train to go by. That's what matters. I hope that train is full of Joe Biden voters, or at least he does.
Impeachment trials. So, in the participation. So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest.
Okay. Have you ever been to a caucus? No. She says yes. He goes, no, you haven't. Turns out this person actually was part of a student group that flew, that her class, her middle school or high school class, was actually flown to the initial caucus and then flown to this event, if you want to call it that, to anyway, I don't even need to say anything. Let's just play that again. Trump rally entrance in New Hampshire, the same night as the Biden clip. I mean, everyone in that crowd is a white supremacist, evil racist who wants to nuclear attack the world. Everyone in that crowd is a white supremacist. They hate black people. They hate Native Americans. They hate Elizabeth Warren. These are bad people, you know? We need to do something about this virus of what's called Trump supporters. And we need to translate and transmute that support into Biden's camp because Biden has a great message. Let's watch some more of this disgusting Trump rally in disgusting New Hampshire. Oh my God, these deplorables. Incorrect pin. Fuck you. It's 4 digits. There you go. These people are so gross. No. There's absolutely no way that I can allow this kind of racism and division and just dividing people and being a horrible person. I can't let this kind of horrible division be on my channel. So, you know what I'm going to do just to give myself a little bit of comfort is I'm going to watch Joe Biden because I think I might vote Democrat because I want to vote for someone with strength and conviction and a vision for this country who's going to bring us together and rally voters around he or she. So let's check out some Joe Biden real quick. I don't know. I just, my vote's up in the air, you know? So let's listen to the candidates.
With the greatest advantage in this race. You've been the vice president. You weren't burdened down by the impeachment trials. So, in the participation. So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest.
And why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest.
What are these people doing? Charlie Brown, Trump 2020, baby. He doesn't even have to do anything to my cousin and great patriot, Charles Brown. Is JB tearing up a little bit? Yes, I'm trying to hold back. This is humor tears. This is not me feeling sad for anyone. I'm trying to hold it in. It's hard to do. These fucking idiots. It's amazing with these fucking... Oh, God. And I know that I'm going to receive criticism. They're going to go, JB, your channel is growing, but you don't cover Mayor Pete Buttigieg, and you don't cover Hillary Clinton enough. Wrong. Actually, I cover Hillary Clinton a lot because I agree with someone, and I will not take one modicum of credit for the work that H.A. Goodman and H.A. Goodman's other channel, two channels who follow me, should be following H.A. Goodman, just like it sounds. The letter H, the letter A, Goodman, Goodman. And he also has H.A. Goodman's other channel, which is exactly how it sounds. He's called it right. They have to throw Clinton in. Do you think any of these creatures are going to be able to step up to the president of the United States economy, and let alone on the debate stage, his personality? I can't wait. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I can't wait. See, this is what happens when you get a little bit too single and a little bit too like introverted and stuff, but still work a good job and this and that. You get involved in politics. I'm probably an exception to the rule because I come from the outsider conspiratorial realm of things that come into play. So there are certain things that I will not say in polite company. But what's getting so easy for me is that these weirdo socialists are like, can you at least put up a good candidate? Can you at least I'm open to new political ideas. Bernie Sanders says a lot of good things. He's fucking almost 80 years old. He has a lot of energy, I'll give him that. But he's almost 10 years older than the President of the United States. And he's running for a first term in office. Give me a fucking... Same thing with Bloomberg. He looks a little younger. Oh, because he's smaller? I'm 35. Yeah. Oh, they still card me for cigarettes. You know what I mean? Doesn't make a difference in the job I do at work. The fuck? Everything in this whole process is screwed up. And yes, I just flicked my laptop because I'm flapping my hands around like an Italian grandmother. Oh, is that racist? All right. Alec Whittier is, by virtue of laughing his ass off, is approving of the job that I'm doing. Charles Brown says, if you don't get it by now, you will never get it. Trump 2020, baby. Yes. Is the president perfect? No. Is he perfect for what we need right now? Yes. There are certain things I want to say that I'm actually not going to say. I'll save them for one of my private videos. I'm actually worse than I am on my live streams. At least on my live streams, I have a little bit of restraint. A little bit. Whether that's for good or for bad, who the fuck knows? Dean Machine says booty fudge. Yeah, I've said this at work. Here's Dean Machine just brought that up. Let me get everyone else's comments in first. Red Ruby, Hillary Clinton, crying, vomiting. Ben Cult 45 at DJ King. Happy Saturday. Justin Mello has joined us. Justin Mello, I could just pick up a ukulele and sing you a fucking song. No, Justin Mello is great. Totally different channel style of mine. I do conspiracies and horrible stuff. Justin Mello does great covers and duets with other musicians. So, as I choke on my own spit, but I'm going to stop it before it fully goes into my lungs. You ever do that? I almost had a coughing fit. I got it. And I'll wash it down with some ginger ale on ice. Believe it or not, this is actually ginger ale on ice. I'll drink later. No, but Justin Mello has a great channel. You have to watch him. He does a lot of duets and cameos and things. Or is cameo there? Whatever the fuck. Just check out Justin Mello. He's fantastic. So is Dean Machine. I don't know if Red Ruby we just met does a show. I think Charles Brown does occasional uploads of live things. They're like 11 seconds, 19 seconds, but it's always good stuff. This summer, I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing videos. I'm going to be starting a new channel. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's going to be completely non-political. It's going to be completely just stuff I like to do. It's going to be like fishing and cooking. And then hopefully if, something works out and I'm dating by then, I'll get, the girl to at least want to contribute and maybe she'll have her own channel, but that's all future stuff. I don't monetize anything, by the way. I'm not doing this for any money. I primarily put myself out on the internet in order to explain the depth and breadth and the width and length and just the general horribleness of all the corruption that's been going on with these sanctimonious Democrats trying to undo right before the next election. They're trying to undo the results of the last election because they know they're going to lose. Who the fuck is going to vote for Amy Klobuchar against President Donald Trump? Who the fuck is going to vote for, well, Bernie Sanders? I could see that. I could see that as viable. I could also see Hillary Clinton coming in and being viable. So who the fuck knows what's going to happen? I'd be curious to see what everyone thinks about that. Yeah, Alice, I like to do a lot of stuff, but I like to do it with precision. And plus, since I have so much invested in this particular, I can use this computer. Looks pretty good. And I can use my phone that works for backup. But I think I need a camera and a tripod, especially if I do a cooking video. Making the eggs, making them perfect, making the eggs, making them perfect. Throw in some salsa verde, salt at just the right point, and cheese comes at the end. And then we make some toast. Butter on it always, in reverse. Cook on the pan, and you get the sear on the outside. And it turns a golden brown. Flip it over, put the eggs on it and the cheese, and boom, that's a YouTube video. But I also talk about human trafficking and child sex trafficking and the fact that 2 planes do not knock down 3 buildings and no one died at Sandy Hook. So I think I might have to make a new channel to do the fun stuff. Anyway, Coop437 has joined us. Hiya, bro. Did you got Tolowy 77? I don't know what the fuck Coop is talking about. Louis 777 YouTube yet? No, I'll get it right now, or I'll write it down anyway. Louis 777. Yeah, no, I fully understand. All right, so I'm in a rather relaxed Saturday modality, as it were. So now that we have double the viewers that we had when I first started, here's an example. Just give me a second. Won't let me find it. Bear with me, folks. We got DJ King, we got Alice, we got Coop 437. All right. Okay. Anytime. No. This week. Apply. Oh, okay. So the most evil person on the planet, the most racist, most evil, disgusting, horrible, hate person on the planet named Donald Trump, the multi-billionaire with golden hair and a big mouth, the president of the United States, the most hated person. He's so racist and so hateful that I can't imagine that our country would ever embrace such a disgusting demon. Apparently, there was a rally held in the very Democrat-controlled state of New Hampshire, one state to the north of me. They welcomed this evil, hateful, disgusting human being they basically told them how they feel about an evil, disgusting racist, as Rachel Maddow has told us. You know, this deplorable person only has a few voters that shop at Walmart. I mean, I don't know. I think this illustrates that. Pause. Keep in mind, this is for the most evil president, the most horrible person. I mean, just turn on CNN, just turn on MSNBC. This person is a bigot. He's a racist. He's horrible. He wants to kill you and your family. No one's going to turn up to support this evil, demonic force. I mean, look at how demonic he is. Did you not see that he flipped off the whole crowd right when he showed up and said, "You work for me. I'm a dictator. Fuck you. I'm going to give you all coronavirus." I mean, that's what he said, right? So saith Rachel Maddow. If you guys don't get the sarcasm at this point, please do not watch the show. Please don't watch the show. That I can tell you right now. All right, here we go. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand how I can get over his evil racism. That he wants to destroy the country. He, he believes that marriage is between a man and a woman. That's what we're fucking dealing with. Okay, folks. So now let's have a little fun, like I've already done. Let's watch. Oh, I love this. Hold on. This is hilarious. Let's watch the. Oh, I love the internet so much. Thank you, internet. As much as you track me and know my blood type and my fingerprints and my eye color and my iris scan, I love you so much, internet. I really do. Here's his. Here's the president of the United States. Here's the alleged front runner. Oh, it's got an ad, of course.
So you're arguably the candidate with the greatest advantage in this race. You've been the vice president. You weren't burdened down by the impeachment trials. In the participation. So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
That you can win the national election.
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, we're building it. And as I just told police officers from all of.
Also, very importantly, as of today, we, because it's we, it's not I, it's we, it's all, we're all in this together. We have the highest poll numbers that we have ever had. Thank you, Nancy, very much. Thank you. While the extreme left has been wasting America's time with this vile hoax, we've been killing terrorists, creating jobs, raising wages, enacting fair trade deals, securing our borders, and lifting up citizens of every race, color, religion, and creed. From our
So you're arguably the candidate with the greatest advantage in this race. You've been the vice president. You weren't burdened down by the impeachment trials. In the participation. So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, I was a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but you're now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a little bit.
Fancy glass, ginger ale, and ice. I played those clips deliberately 3 times in a row. What the fuck are the Democrats doing? At least allow. What are they doing? What is the Democrat? What are they running on? What's their platform? Orange Man bad? Orange Man bad isn't going to work. The economy is great. I know it's built on fake money. That's another issue, and that's another president. What are these idiots doing? Well, Ben Cult 45 says socialism. Yeah, of course they're losing. Look at the candidates they've put up. That's why I agree with H.A. Goodman. The only hope they have is if Hillary Clinton flies in on a parachute at the DNC or something and says, I accept your nomination for president of the United States, and she'll have a chance. She would. These candidates are fucking retarded. I hate to use such like hanging out at the bar language or whatever, but they really are. They're stupid. They're inexperienced. And if they have experience, it's bad. Or their only thing is, I'm gay. Mayor Pete Buttigieg, you speak very well. And in terms of policy, some of your ideas are good. But your whole way to beat the establishment and win is, I'm the first gay. I don't care what someone's sexual orientation is. I would love eventually someone like Cynthia McKinney, who is a black woman and not a Republican nor a Democrat, to be nominated for president one day, and I would vote for her in a second. I would vote for Cynthia McKinney over Michael Richard Pence. I really would. Because Cynthia McKinney is going to expose 9/11 for what it is. Very, very interesting that I can just, with zero effort, no effort, I can just play the clips of what these people are saying. The president saying, we're going to keep doing what I ran on and won on, and we're going to make it even better. Lines of, crowds applauding. Joe Biden, oh, we're going to this, and we're going to, orange man bad, and I don't know, do I have, 2 testicles left, or I left one in Vermont when I campaigned to California, I left something back in the state of Florida because it looks like the ear tip of the United States of America, and I ended up in, being the catch bag for Mitt Romney's dog vomit off of his roof for 12 years. I lived there, but it was only 12 hours and miles. The guy's fucking senile. He doesn't know what's going on. He just talks and talks and talks. I can do that as a comedy skit. I don't want that as the president of the United States, especially in an era where there really are foreign potentialities looking at the United States as up for grabs if the president is not reelected. I like strong America. America does a lot of good in the world. America does a lot of evil in the world. Dr. Bill Deagle, America does more good in the world than any other nation, but has also done more evil in the world than any nation in history. I fully agree. So let's keep the good, shed the bad. Who the hell is this out here? I don't like it when people walk down my street. Alice says flies on a broomstick. Material Girl has joined us, says haha. Material Girl says watch the phone. Alice says ha, JB. Well, yeah, I mean, no, I am what I am. Maybe I should do a comedy show one day. I remember back when I used to be funny. When I was 25, I actually did stand-up comedy, and I failed. I bombed. But I got up on stage, I did it, and I bombed. And that's a good thing to do. Most people will, you know what the biggest fear, if you poll, I forget who did this poll, it was either Guinness Book of World Records or one of those other, maybe it was Wikipedia or something. What is your biggest fear? Death is number 2. Dying, passing away is number 2. Public speaking is number 1. And I've never had a problem public speaking. That I can tell you right now. I'm losing some audience. I've kind of run out of show. Oh, I didn't realize there was more. Yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to make fun of the awesomeness of the president and Joe Biden being a fucking retard. So I played it 3 times in a row. I should probably just kill the show. So I'm going to get out of here. And I'll see you guys either later on at... I don't think Gramps is doing the SNL tonight, so maybe I'll see you at Blackie. But aside from that, I'm going to click end broadcast. This is JB Rants signing out. Peace. Make America great again. 2020.